Situating just to remind him that he's aiming ourselves and just to continue yep, that is the love still there coming from Balmon. Like, that is like, that's what you should do. What you should do. Check this.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. People searching and sweats can through the floor. Buried in your bones and ignore, taking your breath, still in your mind, and all that was real is left behind.
But now Cobra goes in, I think managed to get a very nice. But I think finding my head is still on the far side here. One more. The far side is there's a focus
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words. Gonna be a star, man, life's like a blur. When you're working this hard, till you get what you deserve. Yeah, I ain't taking a backseat, I'm passing anybody else who is rapping, I'm nasty. Ain't nobody able to catch me, they gasping. They cannot compare, they can't match me, I'm at half speed. I got your girl and she laughing and dancing, hanging on my butt, she asking to crash with me. Smash with me, she savage, she wants cash money, and she knows that I live lavishly. I wanna live, I'm cold inside. Give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want. I want the whole world in the palm of my hand. I got a plan, I'm the man. Now I'm teaching the game, a veteran, better than anybody else who tests me. I'm ready, looking at my hand and it's steady. I'm trending, ascending and blending, lyrical bending. Now I'm spreading and getting my name out now. Yeah, they hearing me laugh, all the crowds repping the sound. I'm hitting the ground, running, up and coming, ain't nothing. Yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100. Cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something. I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand and a full plan. I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man. Every single drop got me feeling awesome. I'm about to pop, started from the bottom, yeah. I wanna live, I'm cold inside. Give all I have just to feel alive. I fight to live, I fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
But it's too late now. I remember you and and how careless we could
Yeah.
be.
All day and all night, we'd stay up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk and then hook up. We were okay, we were alright, staying awake till the sunrise. We were in love, couldn't stop us, like a good drug, never run.
We hook up in my car, driving so far, play your guitar, you'd show me your art, let down our guards, think with our hearts, stare at the stars, we were never apart, drinking too young, way too much fun, out in the sun, orbit when it's gone, took you to prom, dance to our song, dance all night long till the lights come on.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. Late nights, long fights, it felt right, we were alive. We would go out, we were so loud, we were so proud, we had no doubts. Weekends and weekdays, we'd spend our own way. We were careless, we were fearless, we were reckless, time was precious.
We love to waste time, whiskey and wine, drinking all night, asleep by your side, finally alive, we would just drive, never arrive, our journey was live, staying out late, testing our fate, running away, we live for today, young and so bold, never get old, screw what we're told, we can't be controlled.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we could be.
sea for a getaway. Car top down and we're driving just to feel young. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? Sand in your feet, feel the breeze in the summertime. Stars in the sky, one dime for a first time. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? We'll drink honey by the ocean. It's our favorite potion. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight.
Hello. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, two brother squads. We're sorry we're starting a bit late. I think between struggling with MTN and just setting up stuff, making sure everything is perfect for you guys. Here we are anyway. Sorry for the hold up, and hopefully both teams will be ready, and then we can start as soon as it's up. But before then, please enjoy the bedu.
Our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight.
She says that she loves me, she just wants to fuck me. Got me feeling something, got me feeling nothing. Alcoholic junkie, says she thinks I'm funny. Think I might get lucky, spending too much money. She says she wants my necklace, put her on the guest list. Hope I don't regret this, hope I don't regret this. I'm feeling hella reckless, cashing on my checks rich. Hickeys on my neck, shit, she's on the offensive. I do not know my set list, still I'm gonna get lit. Yeah, I have a death wish, live until I'm breathless. I'ma stay progressive, she gon' stay obsessive. Life is so expensive, do everything excessive. I think my brain's defective, yeah. Can't think when she's aggressive, yeah.
Hello. NJ Sonny, ML Edit Ultimate. Welcome to the stream, guys. And let me watch this match. I think we'll have to plead with MTN and the both teams. I don't know how long the moderators have given both teams, but it seems like they actually might be incomplete. However, we'll just give them a little bit of time, and we'll be starting as soon as both teams are online. But before then, welcome, guys. Thank you all for joining us and being patient till this moment.
with the men in her past. Now she just want the professor so bad. I'll give her lessons that she never had, like taking a freshman and teaching her math. I'll keep her guessing until she a grad. She always leaves them guessing. They don't know what's next, man. Learned it from the best, man. She loving every lesson with hands-on sessions, points for attendance. She asks a lot of questions. I answer with my presence. I sit back while I'm texting. Said she wants to get in. Said she'll bring her best friend. Know what happened next, man. You know what happened next, man. Treat her like a guest, man. Rolling out the best, man. She had a confession, yeah. She wanna stay for a minute. She wanna play for a minute. She wanna slay for a minute. And now I'm all up in it. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Make a track in a minute. And now I'm all up in it. No sleep. These girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me, yeah. And we ain't getting no sleep. These girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me. Cause we ain't getting no sleep, yeah. No, we ain't getting no sleep, yeah. No sleep.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in.
We actually don't know what's going on yet, but yeah, since a member of Otutsuki is having issues logging on.
I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
And most likely the 15. Okay, I think the last man of Otutsuki just joined now.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. For fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Alright, I think finally, after all the ups and downs, it's time to start the match. Yep. Alright, let's go first ban.
Your team is banning.
Team on the left is going to be Otutsuki,
To live
and
is to
Undead
trick
Alliance
the
on the
reaper.
right. I think this is the first time these two teams are going to be playing against each other, if I'm not mistaken.
Your team is banning.
1,000 worlds, and not a single worthy foe.
And night
Your
are
team is
everlasting.
picking.
Need some stitches? I can help.
Your team is
will
picking.
finish off what was left undone.
Chivalry is dead, and I will revive it.
Mighty oaks from little acorns.
Your team is picking.
This land is our
Your
homeland,
team is
and it will
banning.
soon be your burial ground.
The night sky tells
Your
all.
team is banning. Your team is picking.
Payback time.
Hello.
I might not
This is
be a
basically a
layman,
mic test for
but I
myself.
do know
I
my
hope you all
trade.
can hear me clearly.
Dust. Alpha is
Your
online.
team is picking.
Everything engulfed in flames.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
Sorry, I don't know if it's called opposite. I'm guessing you guys couldn't hear me earlier. But yeah, you probably should be able to now. Oh, okay, yeah. Krau, thank you so much for letting me know. I forgot that my mic was muted. And yeah, I don't think I have said this, but welcome to the stream. Really wish you have been able to join us for earlier ones. However, well, we know you've been busy, but it's still good to have you here. Welcome to the stream, Krau. Precious Osas, welcome to the stream also. Tanky EXP, you're right. And already we are going to have a pause request from Undead Alliance, I'm guessing strategy. So let's just grant them that pause real quick, and then just go over, stuff that are going to happen in the game. Like, well, how do you guys think this is going to turn out? It looks like a very interesting draft. We see that as usual. I think, yeah, we see that Barat's there in the jungle for the side of Undead Alliance, but then that Alpha is there. I think after the buff, Alpha basically became a tank killer. That unlimited true damage, infinite true damage from him is actually a really annoying thing, to deal with. Especially just that he might, he kind of falls off a bit in the late game. Maybe not a bit. He actually falls off in the late game because of he just can't sustain enough unless probably you build in full damage. But I think if I'm right, most people like to build Alpha with that. You want to build the blood, what is it called, bloodlust axe, and then maybe add that bloodlust axe and the war axe for that extra movement speed that it gives. But I really haven't seen anyone build Alpha full tank items before, although it's still going to work. You pair it up with that Demon Slayer emblem. But anyhow, we're going to see how this goes. I just saw a crowd's message. How am I doing? I'm very good, man. I'm very good. We've missed you. Well, I'm fine. Apex, welcome to the stream. I just noticed your message too. It's nice to have you here. And Sunny too, welcome to the stream. Undead must win. For your sake, I hope so, my guy. Seems like you're a fan, so for your sake, I hope they win. I think we both know how scary Otutsuki is, or rather how scary they have been throughout the series, throughout the tournament, if I may say so myself. So yeah, let's just hope. I feel like Undead, it is not an impossible task. It's obviously it's not impossible. They can definitely do it. You just need to keep their head in the game, and you can see here this Uranus with that with the German cut, I think. Although he didn't get the mid lane minions, but at least he was able to cut his lane deep into the basically in the enemy's base. And now they are going to pressure Barat. Barat is actually able to get that Detona's welcome onto Uranus, but I think he is going to be just fine. And he didn't even have to spend his ult for that. Uranus just being really annoying right now. And I think if there's something we can actually take note of, is the fact that Uranus was also buffed. So it's somebody that if you actually underestimate his damage, he's actually going to kill you and still sustain. But big damage here coming from that Lapu Lapu, that bravest fighter, into the fight, and then he was actually able to get a stun into two members, and it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Things didn't quite go so well for Uranus at the end of the day, and this is actually going to be Ishiki who was going to turn that around. Nice zoning, but he he actually paid with his life for that. I think we can take a quick look at what happened there, what went wrong, and all that. Basically from the replay here, you can see the zoning was okay initially. He actually did the job right, but that knock up from the Minotaur followed by the bravest fighter on three of them there. There's basically nothing they could do with the that engage. But anyhow, well played to both teams. Not well played to both teams, well played to Undead Alliance, proving, showing Otutsuki clan that they are not a team that can just be played with and will get away with it easily. But anyhow, I think that was a major engage. You know, that was a major engage. Valeria and Lapudo wins. That was a lot of stun and CC right there. I can't imagine, you know, being on the receiving end of all this. There's actually a ton of CC here, you know, for Melissa to work with. And this is another one. Melissa throws the dolls in the front, and it is going to be Belleric, the Roma, who is going to fall this time. And they are going to try to take this turtle. However, they don't have any minions left. So Clint is going to come back. He's actually not even going to miss that gold cannon at the end of the day. A lot of attention, a lot of focus, you know, being put on that gold lane right here. Lapu Lapu in a bit of trouble. This is a 2v1, trying to stay alive. He flickers out, but he's not going to make it out alive. Uranus is going to be the one to take out that Lapu Lapu, almost escaping there, but however, you know, he just wasn't able to make it. The second turtle of the game is up, and yeah, let's see how this is going to be utilized. Is it going to be Undead again? Yeah, so the second turtle of the game is going to be secured by the side of Undead Alliance. They seem to be having a really good game right now. You know, 4 kills up, and you know, slowly building that gold advantage. It's just a 2k gold lead right now, almost a 2k gold lead, but they seem to be doing really well. We're almost at that 5 minutes mark, so let's just take a look at the just take a look at the emblems a bit. Melissa already picking up that corrosion saint, so definitely she's going to be attacking a lot faster, doing a lot more, you know, damage, being a lot more annoying than she was. And, you know, of course everybody knows what in late game Melissa, you know, the amount of havoc she can cause. Minotaur here strolling out of trouble. I think he's going to be a-okay there. He's going to be just fine. But yeah, what's the game plan for Otutsuki right now? I think the game is just starting, so of course it's not like anything is lost. I guess the only thing I'm worried about is the fact that after all this, Alpha is still only just only one level behind, you know. And you can see here, Uranus going for that German cut again. He really doesn't care about anybody on the battle right now. He's just going to clear that. So he's going to clear it out, and he actually wasn't able to get out with the with his blink skill there. However, it is going to be a lot of focus being placed there. Conceal play from the Belleric, just trying to push them back and see if, you know, they can save this turret. But Melissa free hitting that turret, and that blue turret is going to fall. Barat with the defenders welcome. However, it was on the Belleric, and it doesn't seem like anybody's going to fall right now. Valir doing a lot of damage off camera though. Alpha gets taken out there, and we're going to hear Melissa chasing Uranus here in this backline, popping that go away just to make sure he can't get the damage up on her. But she needs to be really careful here. Uranus does do a lot of damage. He actually is going to spend that sprint. I don't know if it's to get out of trouble or to you know, kill the Melissa, but either way he wastes that sprint, but he is going to live. The third turtle is up, and is going to be Undead Alliance. Seems like they are the ones that are going to, unless Ellie. Wow, what happened there? Well, you said he needs to prioritize objectives, and it seems like, well, he did get that somehow. I don't know if it was, we were going to check that out again, because I really don't know what happened there. I don't know how Barat missed the retry on that turtle. But this is Uranus running away here. But yeah, so basically it seemed like an easy turtle for Undead Alliance to take. Oh yeah, it seems he didn't, Barat did not have his retribution up. So the jungle burn, yeah, the passive from that jungle, from the retribution, was able to secure the turtle for them. So I guess a bit of fortune there on the side of Otutsuki, and I think that's the kind of fortune that you need at this point in the game, because you can see that gold lead is already down to around 1 point something K gold lead. So I think if Otutsuki can just, you know, try to build on this, I think Alpha is doing a bit better than he was, you know, paying more attention, like focusing on objectives and getting that farm up. You know, as Apex said, he actually needs to, Alpha needs to prioritize objectives. I guess, rather than team fight. But this is a lovely engage there on the Melissa. Gets her really, really low, but I don't think she's going to engage. They do have minions now, so they are definitely going to dive her under that turret. 3 members of the Undead Warriors coming to see Flicker S1 there from the Minotaur. Beautiful engage. They're able to take out that Atlas. Turret shots here. It's going to be Uranus toying with his opponent, knowing that they can't kill him there. But it was a beautiful engage at the end of the day from that Minotaur. You know, I guess it was still a good trade, you know, considering the fact that they were able to take out the jungler and the Lord is up. Probably will be up before they start the Lord, but at least it was still a good kill for them to, you know, for them to take, considering the position that they were in. Uranus. Funny guy. Alright, so back into the game now. No, I guess they are not going to start the Lord yet. Okay, they're actually going to, you know, touch it real quick. Also, I noticed Jiro. I noticed a comment from you earlier. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you are still with us now, but it's good to have you here. Always good to have you here. Anyhow, back to the game. Both teams are just trying to, you know, check out the lore. I think both junglers have their retry ready. However, Barat is actually 1 level ahead of that alpha. I think. Ooh, beautiful flicker stun there onto the alpha by Lapo, you know, utilizing that brave red fighter to the fullest. The trainers welcome onto the Berwick, but he will be put out to the wrong position. Can Baraz get the retribution out this time? No, but it's actually still the Lapu who is able to secure that Lord for the side of Undead Alliance. That is another big advantage. And while all this was happening, Uranus just pushing that top lane. You know, he actually pushes it all the way in and actually gets the tier 2 turret and pops the passive of the inhibitor, you know, turret. Also, look at him, 1v3 here, just playing around with the opponents, knowing that probably they don't have enough damage, you know, to take him out. He does need to be careful of that Valier. However, he slows and CCs from the Valier can hurt him a lot, but he knows he has that sprint, so he's going to be okay. He's going to be just fine. And while all this is going on here, you can see Melissa at that bot lane just trying to defend that. Alpha is going to have an engage on that Valir. He's going to use his retribution on him. Wow, you're right, man. This Lapu is actually doing a lot. The re-engage there from Otutsuki is going to get them a lot of value. Lapu 1v4 here, trying his best to stay alive, but it's going to be the true damage from Alpha that's going to come on top. However, lovely play from the Lapu there. Surprisingly, it was Undead Alliance that took the Lord, and both teams just basically, you know, ignored the Lord and was like, we are going to fight this. We don't need to defend the Lord. We are going to fight. And I guess the fact that they did not have their marksman there, you know, to support them in the fight just made everything a bit more difficult for them. But yes, Lapu is actually doing a lot, doing the most right now. Barat's here just caught out in a really, really bad position. And look at Lapu here, guys, going 1v4 against the side of Otutsuki. Tries his best, but at the end of the day, you're going to fall. I don't think any fighter is strong enough to go against four heroes on his own. He is, however, doing very well, contrary to what doesn't look like he is doing much. But I guess on the side of Undead Warriors, he's the one that is actually making a lot of plays happen for them. Yes, you're right. It's actually the S tier EXP showing off his skills there, you know, just flexing on Undead Alliance. Alright, so the enhanced Lord is actually up now. I'm guessing we're just going to see some zoning from Uranus under Belleric, while Alpha is going to start the Lord. I think they should melt this Lord real quick. They have a Sicilian, a Clinton, and Alpha. Of course, the Lord is going to fall in no time. But look at these guys. 1v5. 1v5 here, and there's absolutely nothing on Dead Alliance can't do about that. And at the end of the day, it's going to be Belleric who's going to pop that out. Among all these, Uranus still alive. Actually was still able to get a kill on the Melissa in that backline, and look at him in that base, unbothered about the Valerius damage, and it is going to be Sicilian not even able to pop his immortality, but no, the immortality is going to pop at the end of the day, and that is actually a really, really beautiful play, actually orchestrated by that Uranus in the backline, 1v5, and not even caring about what anybody had to do about that. My guy was basically unkillable throughout the team fight. Look at him there, not even caring about what they were doing, and goes in, takes out the Melissa. That was a very, very beautiful play there from the ESP player of Otutsuki, Kinshiki. I think we have to commend him there. He did absolutely brilliant there. Good job to Otutsuki for that comeback. Wow is all I can say. We're going to go back, take a look at the stats real quick before we go back to preparing for game 2. Well done to both teams. 100% team fight participation also from Dakin Shiki. Basically an all-round all through. There was a very, very good game from him. All right, so I think we can head on to game 2 now. Both teams are in the lobby and ready, and let's just start. All right. All right, I'm back. Sorry guys, I was actually trying to see if we could get Stu to join in the chat, but apparently started the game too early, so he was not able to join us. If hopefully we get a game 3, I think he is probably going to join us for that. Snipe, welcome to the stream. Okay, I noticed Snipe will not be playing today. Anyhow, it's good to have you in the stream. It's good to have you in the stream. Welcome, my G.
All day in this bed, the fog up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk.
Zero.
Okay, we were all right.
God, I beg. Alyssa had DHS and Inspire, but still didn't do anything. Could it be skill? Could it be the user? Maybe it's the user, not the hero. Because I think as a Roma, I can happily confirm that I definitely hate going up against Melissas. You know, you'd be dead before you even know where where the damage is coming from. But maybe it doesn't. It's not that easy to pull off in a 5-man team. Exactly. You know that German cut he was pulling off. He was actually taking both his gold and Sicilian's gold, you know, so he was able to actually hold down that he was able to hold down the mid game bit properly, you know. Yeah, he actually did that rather convincingly and gave Sicilian enough time, you know, to just farm up and get those stacks up.
And how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be.
You should.
Nights, long fights,
Dragon Ball
right.
is back.
We were alive, we would go out.
Value doesn't counter Uranus.
Pain is the proof that I'm still alive.
I think I'll let the chat decide that. Our bots, bro, I feel like Valkyrie can actually be really annoying against Uranus. I feel like it's at the end of the day, it just boils down to the users, honestly, if you ask me. Because unless, of course, if it's unless it's what do you call it, purify Uranus, that I feel like it will be a lot more difficult, you know, to handle. But yeah, if you say it doesn't, then I guess it doesn't. But anywho, this is going to be game 2. This is going to be game 2, YES, yes. So this is going to be game 2, Otutsuki versus Undead Alliance. And for all of you that came late, I'm looking at you, Alfie and Snipe. It was Otutsuki who was able to pull off a comeback in game 1, and actually, you know, it almost looked like an easy game for them. If you came late, you won't know that, you know, Undead actually dominated a big part of the game. But yeah, so it is what happened, and right now we are already heading into the game 2. They are already in the land of Dawn. We're just going to move there real quick. So it's going to be Otutsuki from on the right side. Another pause here from Otutsuki. I think we actually see 2 people requesting the pause. So we're just going to grant them that pause real quick to make sure everything is actually okay with them. And yeah, let me.
Can't you see? Sand in your feet, feel the breeze in the summertime. Stars in the sky, one dying for a first time. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? We'll drink honey by the ocean. It's our favorite potion. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on, baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love between you, never break apart. And we moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight.
First blood.
Blue team has slain the turtle. Red team hero has been slain.
Commenting. All right, what's up, guys? Sorry I was away trying to make sure it wasn't just one person. Wow, 1v1 and Zilong is going to take out Yuzhong. Surprisingly, this black dragon is not a black dragon. No, I don't know what this one is. Anyhow, 1v1 Zilong was able to take out that Yuzhong. Alright, I'm really sorry I abandoned you guys for a while there, but I think I'm back now. I'm back. I'll be back for the most of the game. And my co-caster Stu will actually be joining me. And Unfortunately, he probably won't be able to comment on live events of the game, but he is going to be there. So if you guys have any questions for him, I'm sure he has a lot of fans. If anyone has a question for him, we can just ask him, and he's going to reply on the chat. Beautiful engage there from the Kufra, but it's going to be another kill from that Zilong. Man, Stu, have you ever seen Zilong in the tournament dominating?
Well, funny enough, I have this very bad memory of Nostalgia Cup, the first one. We faced off your division. I don't know if you recall. We went with this Barat, Estes, and Rafaela comp,
Well, I
and
definitely
our
don't
explain
recall.
I used Jujong. I've
Yeah.
never let him hear the end of it. He was beaten in lane by Zilong.
That is amazing. That's amazing.
And someone in the comment section was like, Zilong doing his father dirty.
Honestly, he's actually doing his father dirty here again. I'm really beginning to feel like Zilong is a counter to Yuzhong right now, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, let's see how there's a turret fight actually going on right now. But it seems
I
like
feel that's going too far. Elmer Edits, I'm doing well.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you can actually see the comments too. So whenever you see them, just feel free to reply.
Jiro said Black Lizard. Wow.
It's really the Black Lizard. However, I feel like the game is just starting and anything can happen. So let's not count him out just yet. But Fed Zilong, I feel like every hero that is allowed to farm up has the potential of being dangerous. At least until everybody catches up to them and stuff. Or if they just get that lead, they are going to be a bit difficult to stop, in my opinion. I don't know if that's true, but I feel like it is.
Well, that's the thing about snowballing.
Yeah.
Like a Nana that has a 4k gold on you will
Oh my
destroy your
god.
entire team.
Oh my god.
With that her damage ult.
Man. Nana is one of the most
So
annoying
irrespective
to
of
deal
the
with.
hero, if you have a large enough gold lead, you'll be able to perform.
Yes, exactly. That's true. And you can see here, I don't know if you have gotten to that this time in the game, but Esmeralda, I think it was the Uranus of the previous match, doing the exact same thing she was doing, cutting that lane from the inhibitor, side of them, and the Kufa is going to fall. Yeah, actually, but yeah.
In all honesty, when XP laners cut lanes like that,
yeah,
excluding the German cuts, when XP laners cut lanes like that, I feel it's best to ignore them, and because now they have a hero that is either not present or is going to come late to the fight. So now you should take advantage of the situation and force a fight with your number advantage.
Yeah, okay, that's true. Since you already know, it's obvious. The whole team knows that she won't be there for the fight, so it's probably better to engage. You have the man advantage, but I feel like in their case it's a bit difficult, to pull that off because they do have the man advantage in those fights, but it is Otutsuki who has the gold advantage. So I feel like it actually cancels out. Oh, actually, I'm actually wrong. It's actually Undead Alliance with the gold advantage here. They're actually around 1.5k gold lead up. 1.5k gold up. Surprisingly.
And they're leading in kills as well.
Exactly.
3-2.
I actually didn't notice that. I don't know how. So maybe the cut is not really all that effective or something. I don't know. But where is it going wrong for Otutsuki? Why are they
well, the entire point of cutting the lane is so that before the objective fight starts, Esmeralda gets to rotate early.
Okay.
But then when you're doing it from somewhere as obvious as the inhibitor,
yeah,
it's an obvious indicator to the enemies that, oh, she's not available right now.
Yeah.
We can go for this fight before she arrives, or we can force this before she arrives because help would come.
Yeah, that's true. I think you're right. I guess she's just being a nuisance right now, to be honest. There's going to be an engage here. It's actually going to be a full-blown team fight here. Zilong is going to be the first one to fall, and then that Brody followed by the Belleric. The Nathan is actually doing a lot of damage right now. Look at that damage his basic attacks are doing to that Valentina. Wow, that was amazing. I guess I'll just give you a while, and then yeah, just maybe you can just take us through that team fight. ML edits in the comment section is saying you know, cutting is useful for the map pressure and all that, but what is she actually doing with the map pressure right now? Because I don't know. Is it paying off? Well, they are taking that gold lane, but is it her lane cutting that is giving the top lane that map pressure?
Oh, right now the side of Undead, they are a bit confused on what they should do. They have Esmeralda that is causing a lot of trouble for them, and then they still have that objective fights. Now Zhong, in as much as Esmeralda is cutting the lane, and then she is being occupied there, Zhong cannot leave his lane because Esmeralda is also there cutting. She can easily push and get the tower if he leaves his lane.
That's true.
So it's kind of like both of the XP laners are at a stalemate. But then I feel that if I feel the objective is a good enough trade, I would abandon the tower for the fight. For example, this Lord.
Exactly. For example, this Lord that is actually going to be coming up soon, and I think it's going to be a huge decider on, you know, the tide of the battle, how it's going to go now. But you know, as you can see here, Disciple in the comment section is actually saying they don't have the CC to gank her, and I feel he's actually right. If you ask me, he's right. You know, even if they did have the CC, they have to hold her down for a long time, and I don't feel like they have that damage, as you mentioned too. It's just Brody that actually has, you know, that amount of damage. You can see here 3v1 onto her, no CC. They literally can't stop her right now, you know. So what do you do? What do you do when your biggest problem can't be stopped? Where do you look for the mistakes?
That's not up to them at this point. The way they drafted, they have the only HP based damage they have is Brody's torn apart memories. Other than that, they have no way to deal with the tanky heroes.
Yeah.
The only thing that they can do is to bank on a mistake, to bank on a misstep on the side of Otutsuki, and then they will be able to come back from that. Because if they get low enough in HP, Martis can go with his ult and do his true damage.
Yeah, and just use that, the decimate, and just, you know, take her out. No last HP escapes for her. Oh.
But then on the side of Otsu, we have Zilong, Valer, and Nathan. That is a lot of damage coming in.
A lot of damage and reasonable
from
CC
Valer alone. It disrupts the entire fight.
Oh, and this Lord
Zhong can handle Valer,
really
but
close. Who is going to secure the Lord? Both junglers are out of it, and it's actually Nathan who is going to secure that Lord for the side of Otutsuki. And funny enough, still in the whole of this fight, just as Abdul KG said in the comment section, even Brody does not have the damage to take out that Esmeralda. She is literally wreaking havoc on them, diving on them in the backline, in the turret, and it still makes it out alive. That was amazing. That was amazing. I know it will get to you some other time, maybe one day, and then you can just help take us through that fight while we go through the replay. Damn, that was insane. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. All right, I think we're back. Stream went crazy for a moment there.
this Esme the looting, sha. Took out the Valentina. Oh, wow.
Yet I think Stu is back, and unfortunately we're not able to like really assess what happened there. But yeah, we're back. I'm thinking, Stu, I think you have been able to, see that team fight and look at what Esme actually did, you know, in that back line to them. At this point, I don't know what to say anymore. Honestly, I don't know what to say.
It's exactly as Abdul was saying. There is no damage that can handle Esmeralda now, and their mid lane is a Valentina who doesn't have that kind of DPS damage to handle her. She just deals burst, and then if it's not even like insane damage burst like Kagura,
Yeah.
she's simply just bullying the side of Undead right now.
She is. I think that's the word. She is bullying the side of Undead right now. They are even scared of engaging, if you ask me, I don't blame them, to be honest. Because you engage, they have that Nathan, you have that Zilong to deal insane amounts of damage. You still have the Kufra who is going to charge in here, is going to miss, the S1, but you have a lot of CC and damage. I think this is just a really well drafted game here from Otutsuki, if you ask me. I think it is.
So if they kept in mind, because even their comp, it doesn't scale into the late game. Valentina's passive relies on being on a higher level or at least an equal level with
Yeah.
the enemies. So she necessarily needs to snowball.
Yeah.
Mattis falls off late because he can easily die before he procs his decimate. Or Zhong also falls off late, and Brody is an early game MM that falls off late. They did not draft for the late game at all, and then they started losing early, and now they have no way to deal with this tanky side of
Yeah.
Otutsuki clan,
And
so
look
they
at
are
here.
paying for it
Look at what's
dearly.
going on in the top lane here. It is going to be Zilong. While that fight is going on, he's going to just take the back door. I am not interested in your bullshit. I'm going to end this game. Zilong is actually going to just backdoor and take the game out. Surprisingly, I don't know. I feel like Zilong just didn't want to, prolong the inevitable there, and he just, goes to that back line and then he basically does what he was meant to do. He ends the stream. I say he ends the stream. He ends the game. He ends the series there. Wow.
Benecuti style.
Benecuti. I never knew even Zilong could do this. I don't know if there's any. Wow. That was amazing. That was really amazing. Well played there from the Zilong. He saw the opportunity and he took it. Yeah.
I have some sad news from the admin desk.
No.
It seems that the side of Otutsuki made use of all chats. Kufra, he said lobby is bad, 201 ms, and use of all chat is prohibited unless you are requesting specifically for pause. So for that, Otsu is going to get a loss on this game, and there would be a game 3.
All right, boys, you heard the man. Okay.
So excuse me as I join this game lobby because I'm not missing any of this action.
All right, so we're just going to head in for the game 3. I hope both teams have been informed of this new development. So we're just going to fix that real quick, host a new lobby, and we'll have both teams back into the lobby for a game 3. Hopefully, we don't see, or rather, maybe we're going to see a Zilog ban this time.
No backdoors allowed.
No backdoors allowed. So no Zilog, no Popol and Cooper, none of that. Oh my god.
Well, Usen, thank you for the compliments there. I'll try my best to continue dishing out value in my commentary.
Of course. That's why we called you here. We know that you have a lot of value. I'm actually, oh, I haven't invited both teams here. It seems like a couple of them have gone off, but we'll still invite them just to make sure we, complete that part of the deal. That was so. I'm guessing. What is the probability? What are the odds that Otutsuki were actually aware that Kufa already made a mistake? Okay, but it was before the draft, and I don't know. I wanted to say what was the probability that they were aware. That's why they picked Zilong and all that stuff that looked like hyper Mickey Mouse picks, But it doesn't seem like they were because it was. Oh,
Well, I doubt that they were aware that they
yeah,
got DQ for this match because if you notice, they did log off.
yeah. Most of
So
them
they
logged out.
probably think that this is the end.
So let me just explain it to Kufra use all chats. DQ. Letting him talk. Okay, apparently he doesn't 201 ms bad lobby. I think that's about it. 25th RAM. I'm not sure if that's his name. But yeah, I think I have pretty much explained to Kinshiki the violation that was made by Kufra. Probably I think they also saw it, so they'll probably we'll give them a while to call each other back, pass the information, and come back to the game so we can have this much wanted game 3.
It's not the way we wanted, but then we got to the game 3.
Yes, life is unfair.
Life no they always steal.
At all. Almost. Still dropping lines here, dropping bars. Anyhow, show me some drafts. Yeah. Disciple.
If you recall,
yeah.
In our game against, I think, it was Onyx Crimson.
Okay.
A member of ours, although I wasn't aware at the time of the match, it was after that I saw a complaint. A member of mine made use of all chats. So we got DQ. We ended up having to play an unstreamed match again.
Wow.
To rectify that.
Well, you can see people in the comment section here. Thank you, Kufra, for giving us a game 3. That should be like a pinned comment somewhere. I wish we need to
be careful, man. You don't want to see the tyrant's rage.
Yeah, man. You need to be careful, my G. I don't think Kufra will be very happy about that. But I think it's a thing of pride. You actually beat a really, really good squad with 201 ms. You can't get any proer than that, if that's a word.
And that is true. Kufra on 201 ms with the flickers.
Yeah, most of them into air, catching those Natalias, but still.
Yeah, but it's just like trying to deceive his enemies.
Exactly.
So I don't think that.
Never let them know you're
they're really trying that hard.
All right, I think both teams will lobby right now, so we'll probably just wait till till they are all ready, and we'll just head on into game 3.
Well, for the side of Undead, I believe that they are very capable of winning this last game. Because if you look at game 1, they really did put Otsu into a bind, if not for Kinshiki.
Exactly.
Clutching that 1 versus 5 with his Uranus. Exactly. They wouldn't have been able to make that comeback.
You're right. Both teams are actually.
I think what they need to do now.
Yeah, just carry on. We are going to head into the drafting stage.
I think what they need to do now is draft a marksman that scales even into the late game, can handle the tanky side laners of Otsu.
Exactly.
Beatrix, Claude, Carry. Those
Mm-hmm.
would be very good picks here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You actually, yeah, they actually need a DPS marksman right now. You know, last thing you need is another situation of Uranus or an Esmeralda. Just flexing, and you just can't stop her because you can't. You don't have the damage, so it's not an issue of unless probably she makes a really big mistake and something goes terribly wrong. That's just how the game is. You can't stop her. But they do have a chance here to rectify that, to correct that issue.
Well, it's anyone's game, and it's going to be the final game of the night.
This is going to be the final game of the night. Can Undead give us a comeback here, or can they give themselves a comeback? Can they make something out of this game that's, well, they have gone through a lot in? Will they get value out of it?
Well, surprising me that Otsu prioritizes banning that X-Bug over the Lapu Lapu for the XP lane of the side of Undead, because every time you see, the Lapu Lapu always outperforms the X-Bug. Don't you think so?
True. I actually think so. Also with the I think in the first game we saw what Lapu did. I guess it was just a bit unfortunate that the full team was not able to complement and play their part as much as they would have. But we saw that he actually had the potential, not the potential, he actually caused a lot of problems for them, So I'm actually surprised too. I guess they just don't want any body doing through continuous damage or stuff like that, or probably has something to do, with what they plan on picking. And I think we might actually see another Uranus pick here, Stu.
We're seeing another Uranus pick, but the side of UND also carried that Brody.
Yes, again.
Carry that Brody, and again, the only HP based damage Brody has is his turn apart memories, which isn't very effective.
Yeah.
Oh, but a glue pick is very wonderful here. He can cause a lot of mayhem in the back lines with that split.
Is it though? Is this really wonderful? Is it really wonderful? Because I have his
as a glue player yourself.
Exactly, as a glue player, I don't know how wonderful it is, especially with the buff that was given to Uranus. He actually does, all those S1 resets that you use to get damage off it. Now is no longer an even trade because Uranus is going to be doing more damage to you than you do to him. So the laning phase is a lot of problems, and he's so hard to stop because of his movement speed, especially in an experienced EXP lane player like Kinshiki here.
Well, he didn't get S tier in Gauntlet 7 for nothing.
Exactly. He didn't get it for nothing. And then, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Uranus S2, does he get lifesteal from it? Like, because if glue goes into that split mode,
he gets shield. He gets shield. Uranus's heal is based off his stacks, the amount of times he gets damaged. It stacks up to 20 times.
Oh, okay.
The more stacks, the more he gets healed.
We have a Diggy pick here. Diggy and Barat from Otutsuki.
Oh, this Diggy pick, I would always love it no matter how many times in any composition, because there's so much that Diggy can do.
Yeah, if played right.
If played right.
I'm saying that because I know I'm very experienced and I know how to play Diggy the wrong way. I know a lot of wrong ways to play him. I'm still trying to figure out the right way. So I have seen people play Diggy and it looks like, why
I
isn't
understand.
this banned?
I'm very sure that you are a pro in the Diggy feeding straps.
You get me. So I'm always surprised. I'm always surprised when I see people actually do well on Diggy. It looks like a mission impossible, especially with how squishy he can be in the early game. You can see here, it's even the tenacity that Nagato, the Roma of Otutsuki, is going to be using on it, not even the support emblem.
Well, the thing about Diggy is that he is a support, and like so, all supports, he isn't meant to be like at the forefront of all the dangerous situations,
Yeah.
which is what is difficult there. Because as the room, he has to attain that vision. He has to be in those dangerous places.
Mm.
But then that is why you draft like how Otto has drafted here. They carried a tank jungler and a tanky XP, two
Mm-hmm.
people who can hold the front line,
Exactly.
Uranus that can provide vision even as an XP laner and cause a lot of discord. So
Yeah.
in as much like the room and him,
Mm-hmm.
they quickly make up for it with their other roles.
Mm. That's actually true. That's true. But isn't the whole bush checking thing, is that not what the bombs are supposed to be for? I feel like, is that not like why you should always drop bombs in the bushes and check it before going in or something?
Yes, that's it. He also has like just like Estes has his S2.
Mm-hmm.
Um Angela has her S1 as
S1.
well.
Yeah.
But then the thing about it is that as he comes to drop his bombs, he can easily get six
Yeah.
him, laying in wait for him to drop his
Yeah. Yes.
bombs.
Well, I get that one, but in the chat here we can see O
And
said,
to be a waste if he has to use his ult to escape.
yeah, exactly. That just loses him. He's going to not have that utility for the team fight. Osen here in the team fight says glue versus Uranus versus glue is balanced on paper. I don't know how true that is. It was balanced on paper, before the damage buff on Uranus, and you can already see here Uranus doing what he did in the other game. Do they have a plan to stop him right now? What is the plan to stop Uranus? They still don't have. It's still that Brody. Minotaur might be in a bit of trouble here, needing to spend that flicker to get out. But yeah, Uranus doing Uranus things. What's the solution? Okay, I think Stu is I don't think he's balanced, to be honest. Call me a bot, but I think he used to be balanced. Right now, that damage buff is really annoying to deal with. Uranus will bully, not can. He will bully. Unless the Uranus player is just not that good. But anyhow, the first turret is going to go to the side of Otutsuki, and that should give them a huge boost. And look at Uranus here chasing down that Amon, even following him under the turret. I think Amon might be in a little bit of trouble here, or is it Uranus who is in trouble? But feathered airstrike from the Fasa saves Uranus, and she gets out of there. Beautiful play, beautiful reactions there from the side of Otutsuki. Minotaur needing to use that Minoan Rage to, Minoan Fury to get out of there, just making himself immune to the Detainer's welcome from the Barats of Otutsuki. I think so far it's 2 kills to 1. It's Otutsuki with more kills. So and the gold lead, of course. But let's see how this goes. Beautiful reactions there from the Fasa, honestly. This is how you should use your minimap. Stu, I think you're
Sorry, a
back.
bit of network issue over here.
It's all good. It's all good. Look at that kill from Fasa. That was beautiful. Anyhow, going back to the live game here. Apparently, there's been a fight in the top lane, and it's going to be Melissa who is going to play. It seems like
Pearls is going to drop.
Yeah.
But Minotaur burning that flicker to escape Detona's welcome
again
is going to survive here.
So I think if you could see, I feel like Undead are actually trying to put a bit more pay a bit more attention to that gold lane this time. Is that do you think that's the game plan? Is that smart, considering the fact
that should always be the game plan? Because how comps are like master, like how comps are molded these days, the gold lane is the major source of damage. You can't have your gold lane die before you fight. You can't have your gold lane underfed. You need your gold lane to have a lot of gold advantage over the enemy's gold lane. So your team will be dishing out that insane damage,
Exactly.
and the other enemy team can't cope.
You can see here. If I can just let me just briefly mention this. Look at that Uranus again. I feel like what Uranus did there is also what Uranus did there is also another. It's basically what helped them to secure that turtle so easily. You know, there were like four members there. There is still there were like four members there. You know, trying so hard to shut him down that they totally forgot about the turret, the turtle that they were supposed to be contesting.
Well, Uranus, they told him to zone, but he decided to take on the entire team, rather.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know if that's actually
He
part of the
says, I
game
am
plan.
him.
He is him right now because he's actually unstoppable. I don't know if we can get a replay of that. Just going to try to give the chat that. I mean, German got deep into the base again, and then accuracy. Four members were actually trying to clap down on him. Oh my God, Diggy is in a bit of trouble here. Louis is going to get
And
that
Dig is
kill.
going to fall top lane.
Yeah, he's going to fall. And I think top lane is also going to fall after that. Oh, beautiful knock
And
up onto
Minotaur is
three.
going to get a flicker ult. But Melissa, without go away, is going to manage to survive here. Barra to Detona's welcome brings another Amon to Melissa.
Bonaparte memories here almost takes out the almost takes out the Barat, but he's actually going to make it out of there with a sliver of HP. Wow, that was a lot.
Melissa was sort of having a bad game because she was on a 1-2-0 before this fight, but now she's gotten 2 kills
already. So coming back, I guess. Taking a look at her gold, she's 4k gold, not too far behind actually. I think those 2 kills really helped to push her up. But I think Chris said something in the chat right now that they actually need to they can't take down this Uranus, than that he is overextending. And to be honest, I feel Chris is right. It's easy. He is on the map. You guys are in a good position. Although right now he does have the support of Diggy and Barras because they are securing that turtle. But a lot of times I noticed that he was actually really overextending, and I feel like if they do burn those canceling the recall here, if they use those what do they call it, if they spend those resources, they will take down that Uranus. Let him tick twice before invading next time. I don't know, do you feel like it's going to be a waste if they spend so much resources on that Uranus?
Well, unlike the previous games, they do have enough damage to take out the Uranus, and yes, they definitely should punish any enemy that overextends or goes out of position, because you can't simply ignore him. At that point, he's just going to continue causing issues for you guys.
If you don't do anything about it.
But look, there's going to be a fight in the top lane, and Barrat will fall. So that yin yang effect of Loyi.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful from the Loyi, and it's what someone mentioned it actually in the beginning, that if this Loyi plays well, then it's going to be GG. That Undead should be able to easily take this out here. But still, look at Melissa at that bot lane, doing the push. I think this is one thing I actually really love about Otutsuki. They actually have a plan and they try to stick to it. It's basically just having those, it's the little decisions you make at the end of the day that actually matter.
Well, I feel the side of Undead really had quick thinking because they couldn't contest the last turtle that spawned, and they traded it for the bot lane.
Exactly.
And that's really how you want to play. You don't want to force yourself to fight for every objective. You need to think about how you're going to make those key trades. Because trading that bot lane gave them the map control and gold they needed to turn some fights around. This last fight that just happened.
Yeah.
Because now Otsu tried to do the same thing and force top, and they suffered for it, having their jungler die.
That's true. That's very true. And also, if not, the chat just reminded me, I'm also just noticing that we actually have a glue in this match. This glue is not gluing. Like a glue, I feel like glue should be causing a lot of havoc for the enemy team. What is Brody building?
Well,
Glue,
glue seems to like have glue seems to like have applied his sticky substance on his lane, so we haven't seen
we
much of
haven't seen
him.
much of him at all. If you ask me, like, till the chat actually mentioned it. I'm guessing he probably being a bit careful, doesn't want to feed. Okay, if you can't play the hero, just at least don't feed. Wait until everyone is, farmed up enough. I feel like that's the instruction that was given to him right now. Well, that's how he's playing anyway. And yeah, Brody has that see how,
Think
but
UND trying to
yeah,
contest for this Lord isn't the best of ideas because they already got to the place late. They have no vision.
exactly. Minotaur is trying to force an engage here, and he's actually going to pay for that with his life. Blue with the speed speed trying to
And
make it out
Brody
of their
going to
life.
take Uranus
Oh
out to
my
that
god.
torn apart memories.
Glue, look at Glue there, using that speed speed to run for his life. That was beautiful. But
Glue
Brody,
yet to have a single death in this game.
yeah, doesn't mean he's playing too well either, But why is the chat murdering Brody? He does have the Malefic role, although I'm guessing he went for that Seal Harbor first, but he does have the Malefic role already, and that leg play, and he seems to be building fine so far. Or am I missing something?
I don't feel the thing is that Sue Halbert recently got a buff
Uh-huh.
on its effect that when you are attacking someone that has higher HP than you, you get an 8% increase in damage.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that that's reason enough for him to be using it here, because Brody isn't really an attack speed type hero. He isn't an attack
A
speed type
fight
hero at
here
all.
going down.
His
Glue
playstyle
is going
should
to
be.
fall. Finally, it's going to fall. But it's going to be a 2-0 trade right now. It's going to be Glue and Roma for the side of Undead
It's
that are
not
going
a
to
two to
fall there.
nothing trade because Brody is at bot lane taking down that tower. But Sims is
I
going
guess
to
so.
recall.
I guess so. I think this tower is going to fall though.
The
Brody,
minions will take care of it for him.
yeah.
They did manage to get one tower out of that, but they have lost two people, and
Wow.
Loyi falls after.
Yeah, Levi, I think you're right. Levi is
He,
actually right. He says one anti-heal is more than is enough. So I guess probably you're right. Also, probably didn't need to go with that for that C Harvard. C Harvard doesn't work.
oh yes, because the anti heal doesn't stack.
Yes, it doesn't.
There's no
So
point for everyone in the team to get it.
I guess he's probably just using it for the said extra damage. I'm thinking that's probably
But
what
then
it is
Brody
for.
can't make the best use of it.
But he does have that attack speed buff too. Isn't that good for anything?
Well, it's better than nothing.
Look at
But
him.
then if he was going for a boss type build, he
Mm.
would be easy. It would be easier for him to kill. Get that blade of despair. Get that blade of heptasis with the malefic roar. Any tank will shred with that on upon memories.
And Melissa is actually going to
And Glue
fall
is
here.
going to fall to Fasa. This Fasa is seeming unstoppable. Minotaur poking that Minoan rage, but he's
Definitely
going to
going to
fall
fall.
as well.
It's going to fall as well. There's nothing you can do about that. And immediately, the side of Otutsuki are actually going to start this Lord ASAP. Brody needs DHS.
Ooh,
That was a
Loyi
beautiful
with that
kill there
yin
from
yang effect.
Loyi. That was beautiful from the Loyi. It's about time.
Well, it seems like it's going to be a free load for the side of
It
Otsu.
is going to be a free
Depending
Lord.
on how they utilize this, they can take out one or two inhibitors.
Wow. I don't even understand this Mino. I don't think he's trolling. There's only so much you can do, yeah? There's only so much you can do. I guess he's trying his best.
Well, like for the side of Undead Alliance, the Mino and the Glue don't really seem to be coordinating with the team.
Yep. Both just, I guess it's just at the end of the day, just boils down to communication.
Mino finds Fasa, but she's going to use that bird form to escape.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think you're right. Yeah, if this Lord is actually well utilized, who knows? However, they do have. I feel like the wave clear on the side of Undead Alliance is probably not the best. You know. However, can they defend this
And they
here?
have that Farsa to zone them
Ooh.
out of the turrets.
Iggy is going to pop that turn apart memories, trying to get them
Amon is
into the
going to
lane.
take
Wow.
out Melissa.
Wow.
Double Q. Amon takes out Barrett as well.
I guess they are just
He's
going to
looking
fall
for
back now.
Farsa.
I don't think they can get anything
But
else from this.
Uranus is probably best for them to retreat.
Louis in a bit of trouble here. Uranus is definitely going to get this kill. I think it's not Uranus, it's going to be
And
Farsa.
Farsa is
Wow.
going to get them with that feathered airstrike. 2 people down on the side of UND.
Make that 3 because the glue is also
A
going to fall
third
now.
one down, and they might probably be able to end here. Brody trying to use that on upper memories to clear the waves, but to no avail.
I think they are going to
2 new
survive
sets of
there.
waves are
I
coming.
think they are going to survive. They don't have their marksman to end this, so
Timer
probably they'll
still
just have to
10
wait.
seconds on Loi, but seems they're going to fall back now.
Wow. Crest saying end. This is, I guess, it's a bit difficult to end without your marksman, no? But well, there's a minion pushing. Minions are pushing from that mid lane. I don't think it would be smart for them to push this. It looks like a recipe for throwing the game here.
Look at that damage on feathered airstrike. 1 hit and
damage.
Brody is already half HP.
A lot of damage. Melissa in a bit of trouble here.
Melissa going to fall.
She's going to fall. She's going to fall. Beautiful.
And this is terrible because now Otutsuki doesn't have their gold laner and Lord is spawning in 13 seconds.
Yep. Lord is spawning in 10 seconds. Minotaur needs to be.
Uranus is going to fall to turn apart memories. Minotaur getting that minimum rage. And it's a 2 for non-trade in favor of Undead.
Is this a throw? This is looking like a throw right now, but no, glue is going to fall. Glue is going to fall.
Glue is going to fall. What is Amon doing?
Looking for a kill there, but he actually manages to get that times journey out. We see Brody here at the base. No pause has been requested, but let's see. Exactly, Crest. Brody is coming up now. I think we can actually see the damage coming on for Brody. Both teams are not going to do anything about this Lord yet. Just going to observe.
Well, for Brody, he has gotten that Blade of Despair and Malefic Cross, so his damage should be taking care of those tanky sides of Otutsuki with his turn-up memories, because like I said, it does deal HP based damage.
Exactly.
As long as you get them low enough, they will shred.
Oh my god, this Amon not coming there on time, or was it the Roma not providing enough vision there for him? Brody in a bit of trouble here. I think he is going to fall to that Uranus, but instead it's him who is going to take out the Uranus.
He manages to survive and Loi.
Wow. A lot happening right now. A lot happening right now. But it's going to be the Uranus who is going to fall in.
And these are the kind of mistakes you don't want to make. You don't want to start a fight immediately after you secure the Lord, because now they can't make the best utilization of this.
Exactly. Exactly. I think
Kinshiki is dead. Oh, Farsa is going to escape with a sliver of HP at the top side.
And as they said, throw looking very, very likely here. Brody in a bit of trouble, being chased down by that Melissa. However, Melissa is going to make it out alive. Again, Farsa doesn't see the need to recall just yet, saying maybe she can pop one more feathered airstrike. Maybe she could get somebody out, or at least just try to zone out the members of Undead Alliance right now. But I don't think any of that is going to be possible, because Undead is going to just clear that wave and chill. Yeah? They're going to clear that wave and see what they can do next.
This is a very critical time in the game, because now that gold lead that Otsu had has shrunk down to
absolutely
1K
shrunk
lead.
down. Absolutely shrunk down. Taking a look at
one more death, and it's already that time in the game that the death timers are getting very long. One more death could be decider of this game.
Exactly. So what happens? What do both teams do? It's like what 75 seconds on that Lord, before the Lord is
Well,
back up.
despite the fact that decide, oh, Brody is going to get caught in Detona's welcome, he's going to be fair to the team, and Faster takes him out with that feathered airstrike. Guru trying his best to escape.
But he's going to need to pop that split to get out of there. Loyi is actually basically the line of defense for Undead Alliance right now, really trying to hold down that fort. You can see the damage there coming online from that Amon. That was a lot of damage. Who knows? Will Melissa fall here? The burn. It is not going to take out the Melissa just yet, and I think she is smart to recall right now. Loyi in a bit of trouble. The feathered airstrike from Fasa is going to shut her down finally. And I think that is one really huge and essential hero that has been taken out from the side of Undead. Glue here, trying to see if he could make something, or he can make something happen. Minoan Fury there, knock up onto 3, and it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Undead Warriors still holding on to their life. Wow. This is an insane game, guys. This is an insane game. Man, what is the next line of action? Right now, I don't know what both teams are supposed to do, honestly. It's just chaos everywhere.
Guys, am I back to the stream?
Yes, you're back to the stream. Welcome back to you. Welcome back to you. You came just in time for the Lord. It's going to be Undead.
Oh, it looks like there's going to be a Lord for Undead.
All right, so there's a question in the chat from Alfie. Is Alpha Zero is going to be facing the winners of this game?
No, actually, Alpha Zeros is going to face Straw Hats tomorrow. I'm sure that's the most anticipated matchup.
It is the final Wadi game. It is a final Wadi game, my guy. It is one of the most anticipated games.
And whoever wins that match makes it straight to the finals.
Interesting.
And the loser will face the winners of this match.
I see.
So are we going to be seeing Undead?
Oh my god,
Diggy trying to do something with the conceal mask.
Only him concealing there, but he's going to waste that time journey. But Fasa is able to get something back.
And Fasa takes out Amon with that feathered airstrike. This Fasa is doing the most.
Fasa is doing
11 kills, 0 deaths, and 6 assists. Fasa has been unstoppable this match.
Wow. 0 deaths. That's amazing. I just noticed that Fasa is still on 0 deaths. And it's going to be Glue, trying to put some pressure on that top lane inhibitor.
I feel Glue is going to be fine here.
It should be. It should be. Disciple, sub, do new sub. Use your money for food. Subscribe. Watch this game. You can't afford to miss this, my guy. Come on.
But then, at the bottom lane, the Lord is still pushing.
Lord is still pushing. It is really low though. But if they do let it get to that turret, I think it should still have his passive.
That inhibitor is going to fall.
Yeah, if they let it get there. They won't though. Melissa is here. Melissa is going to take care of that. This is a really tricky game. Really tricky game here for Otutsuki. Minotaur into the back line. Daytona's welcome. He's going to get the Minotaur, pulls him back, throws him into the turret. This is not good. Pops his immortality. Luoyi doing a lot of damage on that back line. Can they actually get something out of it? Turn Power Memories also able to pop the immortality of that Diggy. Surprisingly, it is going to be the Glue who is going to fall. However, they are going to secure that bottom lane inhibitor. And this is where we are at that point in the game where every mistake you make, you are going to pay for it immediately. And Glue is going to pay. Otutsuki are going to pay for their mistakes by losing that bottom lane inhibitor turret. this is just an insane game right now. This is an insane game right now. Glue won't be back in time for the Lord. So yeah, let's see. Definitely, I think Otutsuki we want to force this. Just try to make sure. Also, it seems like Brody is going to be in the base right now. Man, this is not good. I wonder why they are not
This is
requesting
a
a
bad time
pause.
to go AFK.
Exactly, and they are not even requesting a pause. So, well, we don't know what is going on right now. I'm guessing they just decided, okay, they are going to defend, or maybe they feel they have used up the amount of forces. But anyhow, it is going to be an easy Lord. Amon trying to see if he will get an
For the
angle
side
on
of
it.
Otsu.
Can't get that. Can't get a steal on that Lord.
Well, I think what side of Otsu have to do now is wait for the Lord to spawn and funnel all their minion waves to crash the base at the same time. That way it's going to be very difficult for them to defend the Lord. Especially, okay, Brody is back.
Brody is back, and it seems like it's going to be, they want to force the push. Yep,
In the
Fasa
mid
looks
lane.
no here right now. GG, because Fasa is doing an insane amount of damage. However, it is going to be Glue who is going to fall. Again, Uranus in that back line trying to see if he can make a few things happen. Lord still at full hit.
And the Lord has crashed the crystal.
Crash the crystal.
Loyi trying to proc the Yin-Yang effect, but Diggy is going to put that time reversal, and that is the end of the game.
Wow.
GG played to both sides.
To both sides, honestly. Really, really beautiful play. Glue somehow still was, I don't know, he still died there just as the Lord was coming up, was not able to stay alive. The damage from Fasa was too much for him, to handle. That was crazy. I feel like, yes, you might be right, Disciple. I think they might have gotten a bit lucky here. Don't you think? Don't you think that, Stu? Maybe they got a bit lucky here.
Well, at that point, it was anyone's game. It's even reached a stalemate.
Exactly.
Where for the side of Undead, they couldn't contest because their Brody went AFK. But this Glue, he seems to have changed his production from Glue to chocolates.
Man,
don't you think?
This is some serious choco, man. He's doing giveaways here. EXP difference, true. Kinshiki is not an STI EXP laner for nothing. Performing magic on that Uranus. And let us not forget the MVP of this game. Who is that Fasa? 12-0.
Is that Fasa?
12-0 and 7 still.
Who didn't waste a single feathered airstrike, always finding the backline, always causing trouble.
Exactly. Always
the
causing
side
trouble,
of Undead couldn't deal with her because they lacked that dive potential. And Amon couldn't find her in the backline because the side of Otsu, they were giving them so much vision. And that Uranus was always constantly causing issues.
Exactly. I think you're right. Very correct if you ask me. But I feel like the Amon was a pick that was supposed to, in a way, at least make that Fasa be careful of where she ults and stuff. But it seems like he just wasn't able to get the right angles, to pull up those. Is it because, do you think it's probably a fault of the Roma, not being able to give him vision, or is it something he's supposed to achieve on his own as an Amon?
Well, as an Amon, if you notice, Amon isn't really such a popular pick on the professional scene in MPL, MSC, and the rest. It's not because he lacks that damage, it's not because he doesn't have that boss potential, but it's because Amon excels in finding the gaps in the enemy team. But when you come to an organized pro team here, it's going to be very hard to find those gaps. You're not going to see those amounts of opportunities. The times that you try to flank the enemies or you're trying to dive in, you are most likely going to get caught up. You're most likely going to get found out, and you would die. And jungle is not a role that you should be dying.
Exactly. Last thing you want is your jungler feeding. However, lovely, beautiful games from both teams. I think this was a we deserve this 3 match. So I think we should just say thank you to Kufra once again for giving us a game 3. He actually did well, so we really appreciate him for that. Thank you so much, Kufra. Thank you everyone that has
Kinshiki, welcome to the stream.
Kinshiki has finally decided to join us. Very, very beautiful play. You did really well. And yeah, so basically, thank you, Kufra, for helping us with that. I'm actually trying to look for Kufra right now, and I can't see.
I hope Kinshiki is going to show us his belly dancing moves in his next
Yeah,
match.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We want to see some Kufra moves or some Esmeralda, But either which way, um, thank you so much, Kufra MVP of this series. And from myself, I think
Definitely.
this is probably going to be the last you all are going to hear from me. GG's to both teams. You all actually performed exceptionally well on Dead Alliance. You played really, really well. Just probably luck was not on your side. But anyhow, thank you so much, Stu, for joining us. Spending your time to be here. Thank you. We really, really appreciate it. And anything you'd like to say to the stream, to the chat before we sign out?
I'll say thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Tune in tomorrow to watch the most anticipated matchup of
Yeah.
this tournament,
Yeah.
and keep your evening stewy.
Exactly. Keep your evening stewy. And from me, Pixels is going to be good night, GG's to everyone. Yeah, Pixels out.